All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back, your favorite Afrobeats podcast. No, you missed us. It was an interesting June.
Yeah, we were selling our akara and this thing so that we can
And kuli.
And kuli for us, we are really had to make it, and our president and the vice, the first lady, we have to listen to their advice.
Right.
So we've been selling akara and kuli this whole time. So I apologize
we
for...
We figured instead of using the government's grants on, frivolous shit like a studio.
Yeah.
We got into the streets and we started hawking our talents.
We actually really did, yeah.
Yes, so we started investing in street food.
And it really came back in a good way. So see us now, Abi.
Right. And
so
guys,
then
we got it from the mud. We earned money to come back into the studio in July, thanks to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's Renewed Hope initiative.
Yeah. I feel very renewed right now, bro.
I feel very hopeful.
Me too, eh?
Yeah.
Hopefully, we'll see where we'll go.
That's the man for the youth.
See, if they born you're a Nigerian person, you don't go and vote. You don't get your PVC and you don't go and vote. Ogun will kill all of you. I'm actually cursing you guys already. I'm just saying it right now.
Amen.
That's what I'll say. Let's move on.
So, of course, starting off, I want to say thank you to everybody who's been listening. You guys have been showing a lot of love, man.
Yeah.
On our social media, it hasn't felt like we haven't posted a video in a minute. On a daily basis, the interactions, the likes, the favorites, the saves, the messages, everything.
Nice.
I really do appreciate the fact that you guys care about what we have to say. And not just in the tens or the hundreds, but in the thousands.
Damn.
I know. I still need to figure out why Austria is on our number 4 most streamed.
Austria, okay.
I don't know what the fuck is going on
What's
there,
in
but
Austria?
I'm loving it. Maybe the Nigerian community there is holding us down.
Shout out to your Austria.
Shout out to you guys.
If you're in Austria, shout out to you. I'm not complaining, no.
But speaking of the community, we have some fan mail here to get through. Just one, actually, that I want to discuss. I'm not going to put his name out there just in case he doesn't want his name being put out there. And he says, "Hi, Okuchi, I hope this meets you well. You probably don't remember me properly.
Damn.
But I'm the guy you gifted X amount of Naira back when I said I'd been rocking with the Irregular Show from the jump. If you guys don't know what the Irregular Show is, it's the first podcast that I created. It was more of a dating, relationship, and society podcast. A little bit about music, but not underground.
That's amazing. Okay.
So you can tell this guy's been rocking with me for
day one.
From day one.
It's nice.
He said that money was a very big deal to me at the time because I didn't have a job and I was still trying to get into law school. But for the period that money was there, it did a whole lot for me. I'm not one to forget people who helped me, so thank you. I really appreciate it. I should let you know that I am now a lawyer. I work for one of the biggest firms in Nigeria and earn 7 figures monthly. Let's clap it up.
Hey, look how you're investing in people's lives. Oh yeah.
Let's clap it up. Let's clap it up. That's just that opener right there. It's very
crazy.
Moving. It's very moving. He continues. He says, "I'm also glad you've come up with a new podcast. I've always respected your opinions from the Irregular Show and your time at From Lagos with Love. Nothing is supposed to last forever. So seeing you start something new just shows your passion for the culture and what it really means to you. I hope this one with your co-host goes further than the other. Shady here. Mm-hmm. I don't know why you say you want to abandon me for it.
I didn't say nothing now, bro.
All right. I knew you were going to speak on our conversation, and I wanted to hear what you had to say before I responded. I agree with most of what you said on the insecurity point. I just want you to understand how close to home this is for me. On November 15th, 2025, about 8 bandits broke the fence of my gated estate in Abuja, kidnapped my neighbor's son, and shot at me because I was awake at the time. It was a very traumatic experience. So when I see artists doing rubbish with political heads, the same artists who didn't carry on like this during Buhari's time, it's frustrating. They know this is their person, so they'd rather not talk. I'm not saying people should boycott them because I may not fully understand the dynamics behind their silence, but the inconsistency is hard to ignore. Now, the main reason for this email, Ayra Starr. Let me be clear, this is not about Tyler. I guess He says, I respect Tyler. I like her for who she is, and I think she has done incredibly well for herself. Shout out to her. This is about Ayra Starr. I have a tweet from years back where I said something like, whoever can do what Ayra Starr did on that Ayra Starr EP, especially with the song Sorry, has my respect for any day, anytime. I listened to that EP a lot of times, and as a solid Afrobeats listener, I believe Ayra has been in an increasingly dipping form. This is probably the craziest dip I have witnessed from any artist I follow. And this has nothing to do with gender before anyone starts doing the gender thing. Don't worry, none of us here are going to do that. Maybe the level she came in at was just too high to sustain. I don't know. But her current form is terribly bad, and I don't think a cosign from Rihanna would help the situation at this point. Also, I don't agree that the album cover is mad. I've been against it on Twitter since it came out. There's no reason why a gele should be on a pop star's head. Put that thing on Yemi Alade or Angelique Kidjo's head. Please. She's a pop star. Dress her as such. I genuinely believe that album cover was an idea that was put into an AI tool and it generated from there. You are someone who recognizes AI-generated content, so I'm honestly shocked you didn't catch it. It is terrible, and I think it should be changed. If the direction they are going with the album has anything to do with what the cover is saying, I honestly feel like this might not be the moment we really want it to be for Ayra Starr. But that's just my opinion at the end of the day. Thank you again, Nokuchi. I genuinely appreciate you. Warm regards.
I'm looking at the album cover right now.
Okay. What you think?
Is it this one?
That's the one. That's the one.
Shooting laser. Oh
Yeah.
my god. Why now? What is this?
Why now? It's crazy. I like it.
I mean, she look good. Like the pose.
Yeah, like the pose is nice.
Well, I don't understand what this. I'm kind of scared when I see this.
She's shooting like shooting star. Ayra Starr shooting.
This is the best they could come up with.
I don't know if
There's
it's
so
the
many
best or
ideas
something.
for shooting star. She could be shooting. She could be doing anything, but she's doing this.
What should I do?
Shooting purple laser.
Should she have done the Malcolm X pose at the curtain with the
See, I like the pose. I'm not talking about the pose. It's the laser thing that is irritating me.
Why?
What you mean? Look at that shit. Look like some star spread looking ass. Like, look at that now.
I think that's kind of what she was going for. So if you look at it, it looks like one of those like vintage movie posters, like either like a mix of Bond and
I
like
see the
Star
this
Trek.
thing now.
And I think so. I think what they were trying to do, the concept there is to say, okay, here's the best of both worlds. I'm a Nigerian girl, I'm a Nigerian pop artist, and this is me trying to break in. So the gele is representative of.
I don't care about for me,
Okay.
this is absolutely sexy. This the look like shit. Look at
No, the pose is fine.
Don't look at me look too much. It's just
dress-
this part that is getting to me.
Just don't zoom in too much, yes. But
No,
it
it's
did-
the- it's
on
the-
the laser,
the
yeah.
laser
okay.
thing
I
that's
thought you were
kinda-
going in on the legs.
I'm not here. No, not on the pod.
The gele. The gele. I see what you're trying to do. You might So as someone in Nigeria or like from Nigeria, I can see how you might feel like this is corny. I can see that, but there's a message that she's trying to. It's not that message is not really for.
I understand. I
us.
like how you translated the
Yeah, the message is not really for us. It's for the people she's trying to appeal to. The people she's trying to introduce herself to. Ayra Starr has been grinding for some time. She's done the opening for Chris Brown, like a couple of Chris Brown tours, I think. She was doing the thing with was it Coldplay? I think it was like
she opened,
Coldplay. Yeah, open
I
for
remember that
Coldplay.
one too, yeah.
So she has put herself in very uncomfortable positions. I give her credit for that. Not just starting, because one thing for your team to set you up with opportunities, it's another thing for you to follow through. I remember like a couple years ago, someone was telling me that she went to Chris Brown's concert and she liked Ayra, but like she was like nobody knew who Ayra was, and they were just some people like a section were kind of booing that they wanted Chris to come out. Right. So that is the kind of those are kind of places she has put herself in to say, hey, I'm coming. She's been doing that groundwork. So if you see her tomorrow now, you're like, oh, where's she come from? It's not like she's an industry plant or something. Like she's been trying to do that groundwork. So I think that's what that artwork is representing.
All right, well,
it's
fair.
like, okay, gele, which is obviously historical, it carries cultural and traditional relevance. And then you take more like a vintage pop culture reference to like the movies, the Bond. You see the kind of the texture of the picture itself. It is very reminiscent of the old movies, between the westerns, the spy movies, the sci-fi movies. So it's like you're bringing somewhat of like the best of both worlds.
I wanted to look at. I'm not
legs?
sure if this is Tyler's new album cover, but what's with the purple
No, that's a magazine.
cover?
That's not the. I think she has released the cover, but that's not it. That's just a magazine cover.
Because nothing's coming up for our cover. I'm not sure. But no, it's not about. I just wanted to see.
He did say it's not about Tyler. That was for
Yeah, I
you.
know. I just wanted to see similarities. Because for me, whether I like it or not, they are two of the same coin. Just one is being.
This is her album.
One is being done well. The other one is. I don't know what the other team is doing with that one, but
But that's
as wasted. Whoever is investing in that is definitely not doing what they're supposed to do.
okay. So let's go ahead and address this this email. Shout out to you, man. It really like touches my heart that because when I did it, in my head I wasn't thinking like, oh, I'm about to save somebody's life. I just thought, okay, I have fans listeners that show me love by listening. you know, by reposting, like sharing and stuff like. And I'm like, I want to do something. I've always been that guy that wants to do something back for the people that fuck with me, especially because I don't know you guys from anywhere. You guys don't know me from anywhere, but the internet. And so I came up with that initiative at the time. I was like, yo, let's do something for one of our listeners. And he was the
he's being nice about it. Look, man, put us on, bro. You're already making 6 figures. Shout out to you. The fuck? Your blessings bless someone else already. Hey, bless us too. Let us know. Shit. You got going Abuja. Me, I'm not him. Put us on. Shit, we'll come out there. We'll do you good. We'll do just okay. Thank you so much. He's really grateful. I'm the other guy, the co-host that is going to say the on set.
No, definitely. I like that you said that because when we pull up, we expect you to host us. On that kind of salary. Come on.
And he making Abuja salary.
But to think that somebody was like, you know, that money really came through for him.
Yeah, that's crazy.
How many years down the line? He's part of
goes a long way.
2% in Nigeria. That's very, very.
That is very true too.
Shout out to you, man. Congratulations. That's a struggle that a lot of people go through. Some people never end up finishing that journey, but you got to where it is that you wanted to be, and I can say I'm very, very proud of your growth, man. Shout out to you. Mm-hmm. This Ayra issue, I don't know. I can also see why you would think that this is an AI. I don't necessarily think it is. I think people sat down there, and as cheesy as you might think it is, I think people did sit down there and were like, how do we, how do we introduce you? How do we get both of these things across? Is it possible that they could have done better with the artwork? Sure, but in her whole line of like album covers and EP covers, I think this is my favorite, honestly. I like it. It's so simple.
I'm a conspiracist. What's
the conspiracy?
Me, I'm a conspiracy. I talk about the artwork. I talk about like her.
What's the conspiracy?
I talk about like the team because I talk about the artwork. Is that what you're talking about just now?
Or both. I was saying like the way the artwork came about because he thinks that it's AI that generated the concept.
I think that was a whole.
I think people actually sat down and came up with that.
That's a whole shoot now.
As for the gele, I'm saying put it on Yemi Alade's head is kind of crazy. I guess is this supposed to be for like aunties?
What gele?
Gele.
No. She's a young, sexy lady. That looks for me. That looks.
He
normal.
Clearly has a personal problem with the.
No, you don't just like the gele, bro. You don't just like the gele. For me personally, like it look good. I like the fits. I like the gele.
I think it looks. I think it looks nice, man. Just allow it. Allow it. At least in the Hot Body music video, she was not wearing gele. You know, so if she was doing it in every music video, then I'd be like,
concerned.
Slow your motherfucking horses.
I'll be like, there's a white guy behind the
Then it's kind of giving. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of giving one of those type things, but it's just on the album artwork. I'm fine with it. As far as Ayra's dipping form, what do you feel about that?
Dipping form like as well, like in terms of like so that's my conspiracy there.
Okay.
Conspiracy itself is I don't think it's factual in that is trying to prop one because they're not the same they don't have the same label but like the parents company. They're all under UMG, Abi?
Are they? I don't know.
I think so, yeah. But no, she's under Rock Nation. No, sorry, she's
Ayra is under Rock Nation.
The other is under you. Yeah. Okay. So I think they don't know what to do with her. Like we've said it multiple times on this pod. But I think she was already walking. Like you had someone that was already walking and was international. You didn't need to convert her to sell to anything. She was already international with what she was making. And the more she did work with different producers. Sorry, she did very good. So when you now bring her here and then you now want to you're trying to redefine something that's already established. Of course, like that for me, you're just wasting. Why are you wasting money when the source is already there? So you get Chris Brown was a singing, dancing nigga. Imagine you now want to bring him to bring him the boy band and start making him do like boy band stuff when he's already like that, the one solo artist. So that's for me what it looked like they're doing to Ayra.
I feel like that the Chris Brown example is a little different though.
That's a different.
Okay, so there's a difference between being international and being known in America. Mm-hmm. We've established that America is really the center of like pop culture and like coolness. Okay. Specifically, Black Americans like are the ones that dictate.
But Black Americans was already working with. She did the thing with Kelly Rowland. Before then, Chris Brown already bring her out there.
Okay,
already.
brother, that's Kelly. Okay. That's Kelly Rowland. Kelly.
What do you mean?
She's washed.
Doesn't matter.
Kelly Rowland is washed.
See, oh my God, she already has.
What's the last Kelly Rowland song you heard?
Though. Well, she's not washed. She's not. No,
she's washed.
She's
no.
not. No, like she's not.
Okay, okay. Let me
ask
you. Let me ask you this. King Madi did a song with Keith Sweat. Has she been introduced to America now? Because she did a song with Keith Sweat.
Okay, no. Kelly Rowland is OG status. All right, she retired a long time ago.
She's not OG status. Kelly Rowland is OG status.
Is Kelly Rowland doing anything with
Tyler?
Huh? Is Kelly Rowland doing anything with Tyler? Who's hanging out with Tyler right now? As a celebrity, you know.
Wait, hold on. Okay, let's reverse more.
Okay.
Nobody is doing music and like basing their marketing strategy on a Kelly Rowland feature in 2026.
This is not about Kelly Rowland. My point is, she was already she already had an audience already with the celebrities here because they already listened to her music. It might take time. Tyler got that one song that went mainstream that they also bombarded in our ears here.
But the difference is the artists that know Ayra are like just part of the population she's trying to reach. And artists are typically more exposed. So of course the artists know her. So there's a difference between international and known in America.
Okay.
That's the reason why, as much as we in America think everything revolves around us, we'll just hear about one new artist and go and look at them and be like, what the fuck? This person has 15 million monthly listeners. I've never heard their music. I don't know who the fuck they are. But niggas in Brazil fuck with them. Niggas in Puerto Rico fuck with them.
But it's still a cosign though.
My point being that there's levels to this shit.
The difference in the argument, we keep bringing Tyler because there's no way you can make that comparison and that stuff. Ayra was already international before Tyler was. Facts. You're not gonna argue that. I'll argue with your father. She was already international with before this. What's her name was? Her song was doing. Everything was working fine. Now you bring her here. I understand that you have to like restructuring, but you don't redefine. That's crazy because it's like you're working with someone like completely new. Us that we knew, if not Ayra Starr, you're losing us. The fans that are international, you're losing them just to sell to one market here. And okay, this is a major market here, but still, like you can't kill someone's like see Bad Bunny now, right? Bad Bunny decided doing good when he came here, right? But he was already doing. Did he change his style? He was still actively making his product because that was what, and they just brought him to a label here that pushed his music here more and did a lot better. Why can't I do the same? They're doing the same with Tyler now. They're doing exactly the same because Tyler's still making the pop song that she made a blow and then some piano. Ayra Starr is completely making that one song that she dropped that I almost cried.
At this point, Tyler is barely. If she does anything on piano related, she's barely doing it.
She still does.
She'll keep like log drum elements, but she's not doing full blown. The shit because Tyler used to do full blown like 7 minutes piano features. You will never catch Tyler doing that shit. She's not doing that shit, right? Bad Bunny didn't need to do much changing because he has the strength of having the same thing that black French artists benefit from. When you have the colonial language working for you, you can, you know what I'm saying? Like you can now have that
point. It's a good point.
Worldwide pool. It's now different when you talk about Nigeria. You don't have that same benefit because English doesn't do the same heavy lifting.
So
languages like Spanish.
You can't
and
bring
French
her here to become a Rihanna.
I don't think she wants to be a Rihanna.
But that's what they're trying to make it look like.
I don't think so either.
But then why is she not doing what she made work?
And I think again the difference is I didn't know Rihanna's musical identity until she was here, and then I didn't have any reference point. The difference is Ayra has like a few projects before the crossover moment.
So I'm working with that.
So my thing is this, right? I think it's a safe bet to try and appeal to the American audience at the expense of the Nigerian audience, only because Ayra Starr has a home to return to. She has possibly one shot at this shit. If they don't get it right the first time, the chances are the American audience will listen to the shit and they will move the fuck on. Ayra can always come back. She can always come back to her Afrobeat core, even if for one album. If Ayra gives you one album,
can't Ayra be
and you don't like the album, you can just be like, alright, we'll catch you on the next one.
Why can't she be Afrobeat pop artist? I mean, that's what we're trying to make her do now, but it's not what we consider pop, at least on the Afro sense. This is like American Afrobeat pop, which is not what everyone else around here listen to. And that's our numbers, our stream numbers. Why don't they do that? My issue with current managing with what's her name with Ayra Starr is you are completely you're stripping her of identity and trying to like start something on top of it. We are in a shift in music where Americans now are consuming Afrobeats or anything that's non-American. They're actually going outside to listen to other music as well too, which I think is a good opportunity to She should have been a great person to like push. All you have to play on the radio many times. But you know, it's supposed to like, what song is that? I always hear on the radio. And then like the old school marketing. We're in a different shift. Why are we utilizing this shift right now to push her forward? Why are we trying to make her into the image here? And no one here is still, even what they've done now. How many people is consuming the music that we've seen compared to Tyler?
Quite a few, I think.
I hear more about.
When I went to Destin Conrad's concert, do you know who Destin Conrad is? He's a black, as he does more like R&B.
Okay,
stuff.
that's what I don't know.
But like he has a lot of like listeners. Like the show was packed. And that's before he came on, like they played the Ayra song with YCee, they played Hot Body. So I know,
that's a good song.
Which is also in line with your argument that artists know her because again they are more exposed, they are listening to more things. But the average American listener doesn't know who Ayra Starr is. If we go out on the street now and ask 20 people, none of them.
Who?
Most likely, none of them know who she is.
Most likely, yeah.
So I think what they're trying to do with her is make her the first Afro beats pop star to successfully cross over into America.
One thing I would say about Americans is they like authenticity. They don't want you don't need to ease their way into. They'll vibe to something that they can vibe to that sounds original to the person compared to hearing like you can tell it sounds American to them, like they're not. YCee made Essence which is American, very American central, and made some other songs. But most of his stock still was still like it's just something that I had beef with. But for the majority part of his catalog or album after Made in Lagos, it's still primarily Nigerian, and people are still listening to YCee.
Right.
They didn't need to do no restructuring, but then again, I think it was independent, so he had his own.
That too, but I think when you look at the numbers, when you look for reference, because I think when they are making these attempts, they are looking at historically what has happened with the music. So when you go back and look at One Dance being one of the most streamed songs of all time, that is watered down, washed, rinsed and rinsed Afrobeats, right? And it did well. Nobody said, "Oh, this is not authentic." We said it's not authentic Afrobeats, but we were just happy that our guy was getting a big W. Right, so that was it for us. The Americans were not like, "Oh, this doesn't sound authentic." They ate that shit wholesale.
It was an introduction to. I think that was the intro.
And so when you're trying to introduce the American audience to what you want to be the first crossover
that's
Afrobeats,
a lie, bro. I disagree. Compared to 2018 or 2017.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that there's presidents, and they will use that as a reference.
No,
to say,
bro, it's been like 8 years
now,
now, bro. They are listening to more like Afro sound.
I'm still saying it's still a reference point, regardless of how long ago it was. It's still a reference point.
Yeah. So how long before you ease them in?
I see what they're trying to do. Listen, I understand where you're coming from, but again, we're having this conversation about how everybody's kind of doing the same thing. We're just having a conversation about how it's time for people to wrap this Amapiano shit up. Like people have done. And we encourage artists on this podcast to try different things. I also know that trying something different no means I go like them. I know I probably won't like that shit.
Yeah. But you can throw it give you your album now. Do one or two in your album. That's how you know.
No, for sure. I mean, we know Hot Body is going to be on there. I don't think that's the only Afrobeat song. She just dropped a Tornado. Have you heard that one? Okay. So if you hear Tornado, you see that it's not like they're trying to strip her of the Afrobeat essence.
Okay, I'll go listen to it.
You hear Fola.
I'll reserve my comments for now.
Yeah, so when you hear it, so you need to have that also in mind, in context. That song, Fola, is at the outro, and he's speaking Yoruba, he's making references that we will understand, that the American audience that she's still trying to get out to probably won't even understand. Okay. But you get what I'm saying? So even though I don't, compared to a lot of other songs in her catalog, I'm not crazy about the song, but I'm I see what you're doing here, and you're still standing up for yourself sonically, you can hear the identity is still there. So as far as the deepening in form, I can see that too. I get the argument.
My beef is not with Ayra Starr. My beef is with Ayra Starr's team. We've established this already. She's talented. Even if you throw trash at her, she will make it into gold. Even if I don't like it, some people that they will like it. The stands, she has very dedicated stands. Stands look like the beehives for some reason because those ones only hear shit. But it's not Ayra Starr. Ayra Starr is a talented lady, and she always kills that shit. So I'm just saying the team needs to don't go too far or too far from what is innately our origins, because that's when it starts to sound for us what is going on here right. It's a little weak.
I'm going to play a snippet of Tornado.
Let's hear it. I don't even
this is the Fola part.
I don't need to hear the Fola parts. this for me, this part should have been in a lot of the songs. Because this part sounds like what I hear in an Afrobeat song, but what I heard from beginning to where we got there to sounds very like I don't know. It's not for me, Sha. That's not my audience.
She gave him the whiskey, the one dance treatment.
If I heard that consistently in the song, I wouldn't mind it because it's a foundation that they missed.
Right.
That could have defined the song.
Okay.
It was a throwaway piece that I think for me would have been good. But either way, the song was good.
Okay.
It's not for me. You know, it's not something I listen to, but like I can tell that the song would do really well among like a lot of people. But just me, like what I listen to, I wouldn't gravitate to this. All I would say is that I love how it would sound like on good speakers. I think it would sound amazing. So I probably would go and blast it in my car when I
did my speakers just take a shot?
No. Like I can hear like all the you can just tell like the instrument.
I get
what
you're saying. Yeah.
So I think it would sound so well. It would sound like I'm being bait. I would love it.
Yeah.
So that's one thing I like about it. Other than that, like I wouldn't gravitate to the song, but it's a good song.
You're not right.
It's not.
I think it's
I'm not the
decent
audience.
too, but I'm not going to have it on repeat.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, I still want. I want Ayra to win.
Yeah.
I'll be here when the album drops. I get what you're trying to do. I'm not, based on what I'm seeing, I don't have high expectations for the album.
Me neither.
Like, because I feel like I'll listen to that shit and be like, all right, you kind of lost me with this.
I beg, surprise us.
But whatever it is that happens, we did your back, Sha. We did your back.
I think whoever is there.
And Hot Body will definitely still be ringing this summer.
Whoever the manager is, please try and like push for out to like. But I don't mind you throwing like 3. We'll talk about it when we reach like the Bros J. One.
Bros J.
The OG. I don't say it now.
Okay, I don't even know.
But as soon as we get to it, you know what I'm talking about.
All right, cool. Yeah, so since the last time we recorded, now World Cup has kicked off and all these other things.
Fuck you, bro. Guys,
why?
Look at that jersey, bro. Homie went in there and copped that shit. He didn't even let me know it was gonna be fly as hell. I came in looking raggedy as. Anyways, look at that shit, bro.
I never come in thinking.
How you go buy like a Nigerian jersey this fucking fly, bro? If me and him were rocking this around. Nah, bro.
First of all, but you don't even have a Nigerian jersey in your closet.
I don't. And so what? And so what? You're a fake ass fucking fan, bro. Give me that shit like easily. Talk about I don't have a Nigerian jersey. Do I didn't have a Nigerian jersey? When you were buying, you didn't think about me. Oh, Wale doesn't have a Nigerian jersey. Let me give him one real quick.
I was just like, let me cop before this shit sells out. That was my, because you see. As you guys can tell, I'm a big boy. So, like, when I see good shit, like, I have to... Because they only cater to, like, all 5 of us, right? So, if I don't hop on that shit sharp, it's gone. It's gone. So, my first thing is, like, yo, you don't go. So, my first instinct is to be like, okay, let me cop this shit before the 5 other niggas, like, grab it. So, that's really what... If I see any other fire pieces, I'll definitely... Remind me to send you the link for the other this. Well, I mean, this is kind of midway through, but like, what have you been up to?
Also, like, I've been mostly outside. Like, Chicago has been a great summer kick up and starts. So it's been good. I've been outside. I went to a bunch of events. I met a lot of Chicago artists as well too. They're not really underground here, but like in the world scene, Nigerian scene, I think they're underground. Okay. I would want to. We can talk on the side. I want us to bring like some of them are on the pod. You will fuck.
Do
with
they
them.
make good music?
They will decide. I told them already that when they come out here, like you should know, like they're not on that. It's more of giving them a platform. They make good music. If something I need to criticize or we need to criticize, we'll do it. But they are gonna be aware of what's going on. You get that, right?
Yeah.
It's always at their own expense. We're not getting paid.
And they're based in Chicago.
Yeah, they all live here. So I know a couple of because I do want us to talk about like the city that we are in. When I'm outside, I told you I had a lot of runnings that people like watch our stuff that he live here. Right. I really want us to, because they're also underground too. Because Chicago is very his own thing when it comes to the Americas itself. No one really know what's going on. Like we got DJs out here. We got like events guys, so they're all underground too. Yeah. So. That's what I've been up to. I've been networking, I guess is the right word.
Yeah, so he's been networking.
I've been networking, bro. Whatever you want to do with that information, you do it to the information. But networking, it's been good.
Linking private parts with each other.
Hey, let's share now. Let's chill on that. See, some girls have been on some shit lately. I'm not even gonna go on that real quick, man. Sure.
But World Cup kicked off from the beginning. I mean, obviously, everybody knows Nigeria didn't qualify, but
everyone feels it.
Anytime that Nigeria is not at a tournament,
you feel
like
it.
a football tournament, I check out. But this time I was kind of like, I had a little bit more motivation to watch this time because South Africa is there. So I was like, yo, from the first game, I'm watching every single fucking game until these motherfuckers get the fuck out of here. And honestly, they shouldn't have even made it past that group stage if I'd be keeping it a buck.
Yeah.
But Czech Republic, that country useless. So they kind of gave South Africa a lifeline. No, their football nation is useless.
Like, we have people in Czech Republic, fans, bro.
Check yourself. Listen, their fans will even tell you that they no try. I think they were one of the first teams to even like exit the tournament too. They had the opportunity to give South Africa like a good 5 within the first 30 minutes, and they just kind of blew it. I ended up drawing. They scored the first goal. Mind you, they scored in the 5th minute. Inside 5 minutes, 5 or 6 minutes, they scored, and they couldn't beat South Africa. I'm like, okay, so. But eventually, Canada did what needed to be done. Shout out to Canada. I couldn't wait. If I could, I would have worn a jersey that said "Go back" on the back.
Go back to your country.
Go back to your country. Some other African teams have exited, obviously.
Togo just does ja.
DR Congo just today. England beats them 2-1. Tunisia was like is the bummiest African country.
Talk about them.
Those ones just qualify for shit so that they can fly and touch foreign grass and come back.
The one I hate to say though is Morocco. I really hate to see them do good.
Because of the AFCON thing?
Yeah. Because a lot of things actually. But
I get
one
that.
Of many.
I get that. Somebody at a party told me that she was like, yeah, fuck these guys. Like, I hope.
Yeah.
I'm like, listen, I have more vim.
What do you mean?
I have more vim for South Africa than Morocco. Morocco is just being petty and they're feeling very entitled because they host like 10 African tournaments in a row. So they feel like, yo, you should hand us some shit for everything that we're doing for you. I'm not saying what they did is okay, but to me, Senegal are the champions. There are no other champions.
The cup is in the president's house in Senegal.
May they come
come
and collect
cup.
it.
They're not showing out. Come
and collect it.
That is not correct.
And then, is Cape Verde still in there? I'm not quite sure.
I know they got the ass whooped recently.
Shout out to all the African. I don't know. I wasn't expecting like so many African countries to. I was hoping for it, but I wasn't like heavily invested in it. When people said, I looked at the number of African countries, because I think everybody except Tunisia made it past the group stage.
I gotta remain now.
I'm like, but that's not. I didn't really think that was a real marker of success. It's like if you make it to the round of 16, now see that's huge. In a World Cup where it's more open armed and like people that would never make it under the previous format.
Paraguay.
Right when that happens. You getting past the group stage is like the bare minimum.
Yeah.
So you get because they're allowing like third place teams to get. That's the bare minimum. Now, if you get past that round of 32, if you get past that round of 32, like if you get to the round of 16 and above, then I'm like, all right, there's something there. Ivory Coast is out as well. I was hoping that they would pull through, but they just didn't have enough in them to beat Norway. It is what it is. Salute to the rest of the African countries there. I hope that they do well. And in the last episode we were talking about. People like Nigerian artists speaking up and stuff. Davido was at a performance and he used the opportunity to like bring awareness to the kidnapping back home, which I appreciate.
Kidnapping that is sponsored by the people here.
Hey, your conspiracy theory back today.
It's not even about conspiracy theory, bro. The West people they are hardworking. I just saw
shout out to Davido for that. Bring them home.
Shout out to Davido for that, at least. I'd rather him shout out at the governments in Nigeria too.
I mean, he does. He tweeted a few times. He was like,
I want to make music. You speak through your music, and this is not a Davido thing. This is just in general.
I don't want to.
It's not a Davido thing. Davido is not. It's not a you thing. It's just in general. Like if you're an artist and you have a platform. I know. I was saying the whiskey. Then right now, bro, I saw the list from that MYST that said that HIV rates has gone super high. I'm a conspiracy theorist, bro. If I know that in South Africa, the white population intentionally infected vaccines to give the newborns, that's why there was such a huge HIV. Remember, like it's a HIV pandemic or epidemic in South Africa during that time. It was intentional. They literally did that shit to them. I'm a conspiracy theorist. I live in Nigeria this long. That's not a thing. It doesn't come out of nowhere at this big, this at this short period. That's crazy. That's crazy. This is very intentional.
Okay.
So speak out. Your government there is not working for us at all.
I don't know if I necessarily need to hear it in the
They are
music, but
shrinking
that's
that population.
that
That's what
would
they're
be
trying to do,
nice.
bro.
That would be nice, but I don't want to hear it like all.
They are shrinking
all
that
the time.
population, man.
I feel like we have enough intellectuals. Like social media is the new news channel for us. Like we're all contributing our voices. If artists use their music to speak on it, it's cool. But I don't expect, because I also feel like once you step into those waters too, and you position yourself as somebody who is like intellectually you're up there, politically you're up there, it sets a precedent, and then people start to expect that from you every time.
No, you don't have to. The Burna Boy did it.
I think so.
He did it when he needed to do it.
And he's still, to this day, people are still on his ass about that shit.
Because you are quiet when it is the loudest. When it got worse, you ask when you're
And that's what I'm
quiet.
saying. So
that's
if
crazy.
you start, that's why I said if you start in that part, like you have to finish what it is that you start. So you have to continue. If you're going to set yourself apart like that, the expectation will be when shit gets hard, you cannot keep quiet for whatever fucking reason.
You're too established and worried about that.
I'm not worried about it.
No, I'm talking about like the guys.
You know what I'm saying?
If we're talking about Burna them and those ones, they're too established. I understand some
Burna was on some
guy.
fake shit. I'm not even talking about him. Burna Boy went on Sway and was saying Sway asked him like, yo, with all these
he said it before.
jewelry, yeah, like all this blood diamond shit. So obviously we knew
I don't get angry, bro. I don't get angry. I mean, told me that shit. I didn't believe it.
I'm just saying, like, if you position yourself like that one is either the fans start expecting that of you, or two, you feel the need like I have to be this person constantly. I'll give you an example. YCee with the Olodo Uprising thing. I'm sure you've seen that.
I've seen that.
He was on the Afropolitan podcast. Shout out to Eche and his wife. I would say her name if I knew what it was. I'm not saying
it's
that
okay.
to be
He's better
dismissive.
than his wife. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And he was talking about an Olodo Uprising. He used Peller as an example.
Okay.
Peller is the streamer, young streamer. He barely speaks English, but he has, like, I think he has the largest following as far as Nigerian streamers are concerned. And so I think YCee was trying to say that he said there's an attack on the education system. That is true.
I see both sides.
Yeah, that part is true. But at the same time, it's like, okay, so since then, YCee has been on his Twitter and he's like, he's making more tweets in line with that sentiment.
It's all right now.
So Gilmore just put out, you know Gilmore, right? The skit maker.
So, yeah.
Gilmore just did a skit, kind of making mockery of the Akara and Kuli Kuli thing.
Okay.
And then YCee was now like, YCee said something like everything. She said something along the lines of everything is funny to a nation of fools or something. He didn't. That's not exactly what he said, but it was something along those lines. So people are like, yo, but like it's like you're taking this thing too far.
So far,
like,
right?
like yeah,
Okay,
like
to me,
people are
it's
like,
like
yeah, people are like it's satirical. Like,
You had a good
satire.
take before.
So
now you're doing.
And so now it has become a whole. So people are like, yo, this is satire, and then he's like, how is it? Let me pull it up so that I can reference this thing.
Okay.
Properly.
I think YCee is when he said what he said was fine at first. But I understand where he was coming from. Also, he came from our generation too, so we were raised like that. But the other generation that came afterwards, there's literally Jarvis, not Jarvis, Bella's girlfriend
Jarvis,
came in and said, she said, me that have the green call. Right. What am I going to do with that? What is the point of having something there's nothing that comes afterwards? So if my entertaining brings food to my table and people are actually consuming that, I mean, I can start making a Twitch about like educational, informational stuff. Without one brief to my table.
Nobody's watching that shit.
No one watching that shit, bro. Like so.
So Gilmore posted the skits. The caption was "Sell Akara and get rich" with laughing emojis. So YCee commented on it, was like, a nation of fools will always have something to laugh about. And somebody said, well, it's obvious satire. Are you a part of the very movement you preach against? Then he said to all of you yelling satire, the entire idea of satire as a literary device is to use humor or be entertaining while also criticizing and exposing the issue at the base of the content.
Okay.
But portraying Akara selling as a lucrative business where you're taking payments in Solana and ETH, patronizing Polanco and shopping at high fashion, etc. Where is the said satire that you are all screaming? But and that is why
who said that?
YCee said that. It's like YCee, obviously it's satirical.
It is satirical.
Because you cannot use Akara and Kuli Kuli money to buy high fashion.
Let's break down. What is he talking about? I'm confused by what was the diagram for? No,
Great
I
question.
don't like when people do
No,
shit
great
like that.
question.
Like,
Great question.
Let's talk about that. Like,
Let's talk about it, and that's what I'm saying. I think YCee is now feeling like he has to be the guy that is now like the voice of the streets. I think people gassed him up based on, and don't get there's truth to what he was saying.
Yes,
though.
which was fine before.
But however, I don't agree wholly with all the initial Olodo Uprising thing. I don't agree like entirely.
It's
with
not
it.
the most people educated. Just don't have the opportunity to use their.
And it was great because one, he didn't coin that phrase, somebody else did, but he's the most popular person that used it. Okay. So it was like a very good moment for him. He just dropped an album like last week or 2 weeks ago.
Okay,
that's
why I still want to.
So it's good for him, but I think he's also buying into the hype and he's getting a little bit lost in the sauce.
Yeah,
no pun intended.
But you need to come out of the sauce. Yeah, come out of the sauce.
Too much sauce, too much juice.
You need to.
You have too much dip on your chip, brother.
You will do too much that people know.
You will do too much.
Yeah.
So I'm like, bro, that is satire. If somebody makes a skit where he's like acting like, oh, like selling akara is luxurious and he can use it to buy designer brands, he's obviously making fun of the fact that the president's wife said what it is that she said. He doesn't have to now do a disclaimer at the end and say, oh, this is in response to this in government do better. I feel like if you get it, you get it.
Okay.
It's not different if you now have to sit people down and explain it to them.
Okay.
Right? So I'm like, YCee, don't take yourself too seriously. But on the other hand, I'm also like, maybe part of the problem is that we are able to make mockery of everything that happens to us as Nigerians.
We've always done that.
Maybe that's what I'm saying. Maybe that is the problem.
That is the problem.
Maybe it is that we need to do a different approach. So on one hand, I get it, like YCee, it comes off like you're doing too much. But maybe historically, the reason why we're where we're at is because niggas are not doing enough of this shit. Mm-hmm. Like maybe kill the fun and watch the party die and maybe everybody will focus. Maybe these videos, even though we don't know it, are part of the coping mechanism for the daily bullshit that we go through because of the government. If you find a reason to laugh, that is human. That's pain management. That's hunger management.
Okay.
So maybe YCee has a point here. Even though I don't know, arguing that's not satire is crazy. It is. It's satirical.
It's not even,
so let's not even get into that whole thing.
I don't understand what you're
now,
saying.
if you're saying, hey, it's not time for this, like let's not laugh about this shit. That's a whole completely different conversation. So I see it from both sides in this case, both with the interview and with this tweet, where I'm like, yeah, maybe we have gotten too comfortable just laughing at everything.
It goes into what we were talking about before in terms of like artists actually like using their platform to speak up on what is going on in real time. Yeah. This is a form of that speaking up, but it's good to recognize because now you're not attacking you're not really attacking the problem. You are attacking the people that is being affected.
The symptoms of the problem.
When there's like serious like struggles or like people look for escapes, and their escape is the distraction that we currently have. Peller,
right?
Them, what's the other one? The other one, the bald guy. Him, all of them. Yeah. That's the escape, that's the outlets. Yeah. So when people are like Kataife, yeah. So when people are doing that, you can't. Are you causing people that they'll go and protest, they'll get shot? Like
right. Plus, YCee, you say this thing like you went on Cool FM the other day and you were trying to clarify that you have nothing against streamers and content creators, but now it's starting to sound like you're specifically targeting them. So Gilmore puts out a skit, you have something to say about that. When you're talking in your interview, you could have spoken generally, fine, you wanted to use Peller's name, you have every right to do that. But one, the conversation got lost in it, but two, you make it seem like you're targeting the guy. So now it seems like you have something against these niggas. And it's also funny because you were on Kataife's this thing, like right after that Afropolitan interview.
Yeah,
and a lot of people would argue that Kataife is probably like the head boy of the Olodo Uprising of the public.
So I think what differentiates Kataife is that Kataife is, for me, it reminds me, is a Nigerian guy. It's a perfect example of what a Nigerian guy should look like, where it's like, that is his entire platform or skits is an, I like put it, honestly it's an act, but it's a show. It's giving people a show. And he knows how to stoke drama and keep it running. Compared to Peller, where it's like, Peller is the same as well too, but it's not as defined as Kataife. That's how I see it. But for me, it's just like, you can see what YCee is trying to say.
I get what you're saying.
And no, it's not straight on you, Peller. I feel like you're doing good for your own self.
Right.
But like I can see what he's trying to say because he just Peller being himself, like be someone that you'll be like, oh, this, and people are watching him too. Compared to Katavi, you know that you expect absolute madness when you go up on that stream. So I think that idea.
So even though you're making that defense, or like you're highlighting the difference between them, at least from your point of view, there are people that will look at Kata Efe and be like, no, you're like one of the worst, like you're a fucking joke, right? There are people that will look at that and be like, you're constantly putting yourself in humiliating positions, like just for content and funnies.
But that's
and
the entire skit though.
Right, but it's this thing. But it, to a lot of people, it's still cringe. It is it's very cringe. And then the same way some people look at Peller and be like, there are people that will be like, we understand him. You don't have to be this and this, but we like the content. I'm sure there are people that can make reasons. They can give you reasons why they enjoy.
No, for
Peller's
me, it shows whatever you want to give me. I don't give a fuck. It shows facility. We have options in Nigeria. We have Enzo, we have Shank, Peller, and you have Kata Efe. Those are all 4 different types of content that you can actually pick from. We also have Larry as well too that you can pick from.
Although I think Enzo and what's his name are a little bit more similar, but I get what.
Him and Shankar, that's how they complement themselves. Like you But you get what I'm saying, right? If you want to go for the craziness, you go to Kata. If you want to go for like, oh, I just want to laugh, I want to like dumb shit, you go to Peller. Right. If you want to see like real time, like fun, like guys just living, like vlogging stream type situation, and you go to those other 3 guys I mentioned.
Right.
I shanked them.
Right.
So I think there's options to it. If you can criticize Kata Efe for his working, he is the biggest numbered stream from our Twitch in Nigeria, I think.
Oh, he is? More than Peller?
It's him and Peller. I think it's between him and Peller. I don't know. I think on Twitch he does more. Or is it Jarvis? I think it might be Jarvis though. I think Jarvis might be.
I don't know. I don't watch any of these people, to be very honest with you.
I check him out every now and then. They're fun to watch. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I don't watch any of them. But YCee did try to clarify his comments.
Okay, that's what he
said. Quite famous recently, Olodo Uprising and stuff.
I was looking at, okay, how long? Okay, let's say
when are we getting
25 minutes into the interview. We now said 25 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. 25 minutes before the Olodo Uprising.
I'm sure like you were just speaking and
but you know the funny thing is like, I literally recorded that interview, and at night I went on Kata Efe's stream.
Oh, so it's the same?
So it's like, it's not even a thing where I have anything against like streamers or like, TikTok personalities or whatever anybody is doing. Okay. But I just felt like I was having a conversation. It's crazy that we're literally the same, sequence we're having in this conversation is the same way it was on the pod. We're talking about like lyrical content and how people have had to dumb down their lyrics. And I was just, alluding to the Olodo Uprising, which was
pause.
calling anybody an Olodo. I'm literally...
Too much juice, too much sauce.
What
is the most critical? What was critical in that lyrics? What do you mean by people that to that? I'm not even. I'm just being like, you're making comments. What is the most lyrical thing that you've put out?
Daddy? Is he a chairman or is he an allergy?
Yo, come on now, YCee.
Ignorance and unintelligence, which is not limited to your educational status or whatever. Unintelligence and ignorance is just being rewarded across the board. People are having to shrink themselves.
I think that's an ignorant comment, though,
because they don't want
unintelligent
people or ignorant people to feel offended.
I think it's offensive what you said because you're saying unintelligence is being rewarded. No, it takes intelligence, it takes a different kind of people to captivate that audience and keep them watching that
Because unfortunately, in the context of Nigeria, people associate intelligence with book smarts. So if it's not academia, which is a very big shortcoming, which is it's part of the downfall of the emphasis on education in Nigeria, because there is no emphasis on being well-rounded. It's a very, very fixed notion and view of what excellence is, of what intelligence is, and that is why so many Nigerians, especially in politics, are morally bankrupt.
Yes,
because there is no emphasis on common sense. Emotional intelligence, things like that. They don't tell you that intelligence comes in different ways. If as a skit maker, you know how to take people up here and make them laugh, and then you also know how to bring them through highs and lows, like sadness, laugh, these different layers in your skits. That shows emotional intelligence.
You understand
human, you understand psychology, you understand human nature, you understand communication.
Exactly.
It is a different type than the one that will open book and be giving you all these complicated words and all this other shit. Professor Patrick, waiting, that one that will just be doing
rubbish.
They'll just be blowing words for no fucking reason.
Man,
there
I
are
used to
different levels to this shit. Don't shit on people because you don't view what they're doing as academic.
Like that's for me, that's small-minded. You're not
Just because it's not by the book doesn't listen. And this thing you're saying is not anything new. Throughout the history of the fucking world, there are the intellectuals, right? Even in Plato's time, all of them, all those people that were trying to figure out what shape does the earth have and all of that. But you still had the people that the rich people like sponsored, right? The artists who their own was just to paint things, or the comedians or the actors for the entertainment purposes. You can have both things. Let's not do this thing where you want to come and now like override the entire like entertainment. So because if it's like that, you have to be giving us lyrical miracle raps then.
Constantly.
You need to be on your you need to get on your G electronica shit. You cannot be giving us swag. No, you cannot be sweet. Like these are a generation of rappers that grew up on Lil Wayne.
Bro, this album needs to be bomb. I need to hear like straight bangers.
On the next episode, we will talk about the album. We will talk about the album and do a follow-up to this
like straight like rap, like
but you guys grew up
on Tundras.
We all grew up on Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne was not really talking about any society. Like here and there, you might sprinkle it, but Lil Wayne was not your go-to guy. You knew who you wanted to go to. You would go to a electronica. Sometimes you might go to a big crate, or you might go to Talib Kweli. Like you knew who you wanted to hear some of these things from. That didn't mean that Lil Wayne was not one of the best. His wordplay was fucking brilliant. He can give you double, triple entendres, and you'll be like, wait,
we're still figuring that shit out right now, bro.
And like Lil Wayne will not be talking about anything like crazy or academic. He will be talking about like, I don't know, eating pussy or something. But the way you say it, he's like one like random by, you'll be like, you just say some random shit, like you just be like, no, not a pussy bra, but you be like, oh, they're in trouble, we gonna bubble like bear foam. Like you just be like, oh shit, like who thinks of that in a line? Like it doesn't have to be some like crazy concept to be mind blowing.
Maybe a bit because we were still like,
okay.
That's all I said, and then we segued into Peller culture, and now everybody's like, oh, why is he called Peller and Olodo? He himself come out and say, oh, I'm not on Olodo. I don't care about any of these things. I said what I said, and there's people saying I shouldn't have called his name. He who must not be named. Voldemort. Like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, nah, man, come on, man.
I know, because I think he just lost a whole fan base now, because Peller, like when Peller is streaming on TikTok, right? Just jump on it. Average 22K,
right?
30K average,
right?
What you see normally in some big streamers is like 1K, 2K. You know, celebrities that you see them with 16K, he got average 22K on a slow day for him.
Yeah,
and that's Peller. Yeah. You just lost, and you're about to drop album. You just lost.
You already dropped it. It's out.
Well, people hate listen. People hate listen. I mean, you might get streams, but you need to like you're doubling, you're tripling down and talking shit still.
Then there's more.
You need to like calm down. Go on Peller's stream, talk to him. You know, do PR maintaining.
Right.
Bro.
That is not information that I shared with people all the time. You know, like. You know, you guys want to bring out the side of me that I don't really want, because I've just been very, very civil about the whole thing. Like a lot has been said about me within the last 5-6 days, and I've just been, people are even coming out to drag me that I dropped out of uni. Like that is not information that I share with people all the time. So me dropping out of uni is a question to my own level of intelligence. I don't even feel like I'm the smartest guy out there. I'm just a cool guy. And everybody just took it out of context, and it's even worse.
You wasn't taking it out of context because you're doubling and tripling down. Now, what are you talking about?
Are coming out to either defend or try to take jabs at what it is that I was saying, and everybody's just missing the whole point entirely.
So what's the point?
And at the end of the day, that has nothing to do with me.
No, he had a point before, but he lost the point because he doubled and tripled down on the points.
I don't even want to just.
Because just came in and said
intelligence as a marker.
Okay.
My call is to people that mean well. Like if you're tired of like the brain rot content that you feel people are consuming, then by all means, throw your hat into the.
But people are consuming that. They're not forcing people to.
I was speaking to Elise, Moni, OC Suave. I was like, there's no reason why you guys cannot be streamers as well. Because it's like, we need that presence of,
But what if they can't? Streaming is the arts now. That's a different.
Because it's like everybody's saying, but all the like, if you want to stream, like there's these are.
Could you hit pause on that real quick? No vex. Streaming is a art. Is a art. Making skits and streaming are not the same thing at all. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I like you said, YCee, you kind of had a point, but you don't shalaye too much, and so it's like you don't have a point.
No,
you're not really. It's like you're trying to double down on some. I said what I said, shit, but you're not really saying shit. You're not saying anything. You're not, and honestly, it's not kind of seeming like you're not saying anything intelligent. Because again, let's not sit here and act like there's only one way to be entertaining.
Yes.
So it's like he's trying to say, oh, if you're not being educational. He's talking about cultural custodians becoming streamers. Is it that easy? If it's that easy, everybody go to do them. If it's that easy, everybody go to do them. Most people are not streaming so that they can learn something. People want a fucking break. Imagine you're still in school, you're in uni, you're in secondary school. You go do that one. Then your parents will pay for extra lesson. Then if you can't quaff, then you can't do remedial during the summer, right? Then you come on social media and you are seeing the situation of the country, and then you're feeling it at home, and you're seeing it affect your neighbors. You're seeing it on the streets. You're seeing beggars, and then you now come, and when you want to cool down
your outlets,
they will now tell you that when you go on Twitch,
you got a professor,
like go and watch Professor so and so, or this one that is teaching you about who the fuck, like why?
Jesus
why? Then
Christ.
you turn around and ask yourself why niggas are so suicidal. Why do men not live as long as we? Like why the fuck? Why? Why do I need that constant reminder? So you sit here and tell me when I want to bump some music and relax more on my commute, I also have to be listening to like politically conscious music every time so that I'll not be termed as an Olodo.
Bro.
If you are awake 24/7, when are you going to sleep?
Bro, let's not tell this guy matter. I beg. Like let's
No, I'm saying it because it sparked a longer conversation than I expected. I saw people being very, very defensive. I'm like, you people are so insecure. Why are you feeling the need to set yourself as part of the people that are not part of Olodo Republic, the Olodo Uprising? Why do you feel the need to defend yourself because of YCee? This guy went on a break on a hiatus for 4 years and he just popped up with an album. Why do you care when do you make any life choices and you say, what would YCee do?
YCee.
I'm just saying, you can speak on one, but people don't know how to walk and chew gum. You can be intellectual and still enjoy comedy. If that's the case, that means I cannot be in Nigeria and go to a comedy show.
Excuse me, man.
Since nothing is supposed to be funny.
Let's not
do that. Let's not do that.
You get it, Abi.
You can study, you can be aware, and you can still enjoy it.
You get it, Abi. You know
1,000%.
I get it.
This is for our listeners mostly.
Yes.
This is for our listeners.
And then for them.
Don't let these niggas be the. See, I don't even watch, but you will never catch me watching that nigga shit. But I will not sit here and tell you guys that. No, I won't sit here and tell you that you're stupid for watching.
Yeah, I would never.
Are there things that I
see?
I see people watching AI content and I roll my eyes like, this is what you find entertaining.
Yeah,
but I'm not going to go there and knock the phone out of your hand and be like, Olodo. Like, no, you enjoy what you enjoy. It is what it is. Let's keep it pushing.
Yeah. Personally, when Peller them are doing okay.
And then when you call Peller's name, don't act like you don't understand why.
He shall not be named.
Right.
That was very specific.
It was very specific. You called one nigga's name. You think that nigga doesn't have the right to be upset? He has every right to be upset because you called him specifically.
I know she was going viral too. Like, come on now.
And then he came right after the Olodo Uprising thing. So you are basically saying like he's at the head of that.
Yeah, you're saying that he literally is the.
You are the reason why the conversation has been derailed. You are the reason why there's any misunderstanding.
YCee, this is what he should have just done. He just came and said, "Hey, look, I'm so sorry, man. I mean, I was just talking. That was dumb of me. Hey, Peller, I really rock with you. Let's something. We'll just talk about it. You know,
let's talk about it.
It was a bigger problem. I was talking to, and I put to just think about you first. I'm not trying to put you on that platform. I understand that you do something very specific, and that's your audience that you have to feed to.
Right.
Keep it pushing.
But he's not,
bro,
because
of the
people that are gassing him up. He's doubling down, but his point doesn't really have much substance to it. Like, why didn't you address Jarvis's points? Where she said, because she made as much as you don't rate these people,
she made a very good point.
As much as you think the shit she does is goofy and it's weird, she made a very great point. She's like, I have a degree. People are out here, there are people in Nigeria riding Okada. They're driving Okada and they have PhD. Like, can we be
my government teacher, when I was in Nigeria, then my government teacher, it was government teacher and it was right, you know, the Okada on the side.
Thank you. We're not even talking about Uber now.
Library.
We're not even talking about Uber. You have people that are riding motorcycles, delivering food and picking people up that have PhDs in Nigeria. What is staying away from Twitch and Peller doing for them? Answer me that. If you're going to indulge in this conversation, then take it all the way. Don't start something that you cannot finish. And you are treading that because now you have to be the nigga that is making the enlightening raps every time. So, like you said, if you listen to the album and we hear some other shit on there,
Bro, let's not.
we got questions.
We've given this guy like good like 15 minutes. Let's not even.
Has it been that long?
You know, acceptable and trendy.
Okay.
By all means,
Well,
yes.
but
I
I think
feel like-
everybody gets it at this point. I think we've made the point.
Yeah.
Enjoy what it is that you enjoy, but at the same time, keep yourself informed. Especially when you are living in Nigeria, you know what is at stake. I don't think that listening or watching Peller and any other person that you enjoy, Gilmore, stops you from getting your PVC.
Yeah,
Doesn't
that's
stop
on
you
you,
from.
yeah.
It's not because of them that you sell bag of rice for your vote.
Yeah.
Maybe you collect bag of rice for your vote. So let's. There's no one way to be intelligent or to express intelligence, and I think that's part of the Nigerian problem. But overall, let's talk about some legends, man. Wande.
That's what I was talking about earlier.
Is that who you're calling Bros J?
Project, yes.
That's funny. Why? Where did
Jesus
J
now.
come?
I just came up with that right now, but still.
I'm going to shift. So when the thunder strikes you,
What you mean, bro? The Holy Ghost is come back and giving us the Holy Ghost, bro. Like, he came in and killed that shit.
Jesus Christ, this nigga's
Came in and killed that shit, man. See, bro, there's certain people that I respect in this life, when it comes to Afro beats.
Okay.
For me, a controversial take, when they call my number one, I have like 3 guys on my number one actually. Is when they call Lamide and no, I don't say.
You have to.
I have 3, but like I
Who's the
know the third one, but like I don't think I think it's too early to give him number one yet.
Rema.
No. He's an established artist.
Ashake.
No, he's an established artist already. I depending on the time. Wiz.
Wizkid.
Yeah, but like the only reason I didn't want to put him on this thing, 'cause I think it's too soon. I think once he's late, because those two laid back and
Retirement for
and when they
once
came back in the he has not really laid back since he started. If I'm being honest,
I see
like,
what you're saying.
so anyway, if he does that and he comes back, then yeah, that's my category.
So that's your Mount Rushmore.
My number one is Wande. Nothing Wande puts out, and I was telling you before the pod started.
Yeah.
Wande will give you. He might remember is like him because Wande is a senior.
Yeah.
They will give you the first verse. You know, after the second, it sounds like sometimes my hit or miss in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
This middle one is like for me is the best part because I think kills that shit. Sir, carry on. I'm excited right now.
Shout out to
excited,
Wande.
man.
Wande just dropped his album, King Cole. I think it's a nice.
That's
I like
that's
the
a
title.
good name.
I like the title.
That's a-
Wande Cole.
Boss J.
Did you come up with that yourself, or did somebody kind of give you that alley-oop? It's fire.
It's
If
him.
you guys
He did it by himself.
If you guys get the reference, you get the reference.
I didn't get the reference, bro. I'm not to spoil the reference. I'm sorry. What was the reference now? So damn, bro, you give me the reference. Crazy ass shit right there, bro.
Let's call YCee.
Hey.
So the reference is basically like to Nat King Cole. It's like a legendary American singer. He was a jazz pianist and he did some acting as well. Yeah,
That's why I didn't get to that. I don't. Yeah.
this is from the 50s, like in 60s. So Nat King Cole was his name. So this is Wande kind of, in a way, kind of paying
That's true. That's actually true. And I'm very curious
homage
to know.
to, so it's King Cole as opposed. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, no. See, exactly what
I
you're
do
saying.
think a lot of Nigerian audience won't get the.
But like, do you think
because
that's what
this
Wande
is-
Cole trying to do too?
Yes,
You're very sure about
King
that?
Cole is too specific.
I know Nigerian people don't be knowing shit.
King Cole as well.
I mean,
It's
it's
like-
very.
The last project was named Legend or No Legend.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure there is a,
All right,
there's,
well,
a thing,
shit.
there's a thing there. He probably ran into some American A&R and was like,
So,
and
oh,
somebody
you
was
know
like,
Cole? You know
oh,
Nick
Cole,
Cole?
oh, like Nat King Cole, and he was like, who's that? And then they were like,
You
oh,
talked
this
about the
guy.
conversation?
And he was
Okay.
like, oh, and then I don't know that happened, but I can
You
totally see.
just came up with the whole
I can
scenario.
totally see it playing out that way.
You came up with the whole scenario.
Because no, this is like a deep like type reference.
Wande Cole, you have 2 days to respond.
I like the title. Listen, leading up to the album, before the album dropped, before I knew any, I mean, you already dropped one single, but before I really had any information about the album, when he had announced it, I was like, okay, I was like, in my head, I was like, Laz has to be on there. Dara has to be on there. So we've already played Laz's music on this pod. Dara is also the other artist. So there are 2 of them. Laz and Dara signed to Wande Cole. We've not played Dara's music on here yet. But I was like, they have to be on there. That was like my first thinking.
instinct.
And then the track list came out. Oh no, he came and like told DJ Tunes on Apple Music Radio.
Yeah, seen that.
And he was like, oh, he listed out the features. And I was like, yes. So that already got me excited. You know, guys, I'm very, very consistent in my critique of albums. I always maintain that I look at the other things surrounding the music as well. So in my head, I'm like, okay, so you've given me an artist that gave me a fire EP this year, right? I've played his music. You guys obviously fuck with it. We put you onto it. And then now when you're putting out an album, you're also putting your artists, both of them, on the album. It is not difficult to do. It's really nothing to, like, there's nothing there. It takes you, it costs you.
You give them a little bit of royalties in there, and like bro, like
it costs you nothing.
Not paying that much.
Put these niggas on. So much respect to you. And the album became so much better to me because of that. Before I even listened to it, I listened to the music and I was like, yes. I also like the fact that his features didn't really wash him on this album. No, he has Tiwa Savage on here. Tiwa did not wash him.
Who's washing? Bro, I thought he's my number one. Who's washing him?
Yes, he's your number one now. Nobody's washing him.
Who's washing? No, who's washing him? Nigeria now?
On the song, Wande Cole is an OG.
Rema is not washing Wande Cole.
Keep
in any feature.
Keep this in perspective.
Ashake is not washing Wande Cole. I'd
like to hear that.
I thought personal.
I'd like to hear that.
No, who's washing Wande Cole? Like, we know that, okay, those guys are hot right now. Put them in the same track.
But that's what I'm saying. The reason why I say that is because Wande Cole, let's keep in mind, is an artist that gave us a classic album in 2008/2009. Okay? So you would think that, all right, maybe he's at that point where he's like, you know,
slowing down.
He used to be unfuckable, and now he might be like, maybe niggas can hang. But he's like, no, he's like, no, I'm still.
I mean, the king.
And it's crazy because he's not doing anything crazy lyrically. Wande Cole has a tendency to, he will start off like then he might then as the song is going in, he kind of fall back. He has that freestyle. He's very good with freestyle and like lamba, and he will just like repeat lines. So he does have that tendency to like start hardworking and then kind of slow down towards the end. But he definitely still picks it up eventually. But nobody watched him yet. None of the current artists say, like, he's on a song with Ruga and Buju. And he has his verse is the best one.
You don't notice. Well,
his verse is the best one.
In some of the features, you don't know like you know that who's dominating the song. Like 100%, I would think Wande. Like there's no that one song with this person, which you would say. If your favorite is on there, but like still, it's still it feels like a Wande Cole album. Yes, it feels like it's his.
In fact, I'll go a step further and say that album did not need the Wizkid feature on it.
It was a good song. I didn't like it.
I think he knows why he put it as the last one. I don't really like that song.
It was a good song personally, but I don't think it's the best song on there.
Okay. I like Balenciaga. That was like, as soon as I heard that.
If you don't know right
that
now,
was the first one I was putting. I kept that one on repeat. I really like Balenciaga. Then Go Pay, which is the single, that was fire. I really like that. I like Crime. Crime is fire. I like Besumo. That's a good one too as well. There's that run. There's that run of like 3 songs on the album
that was just
that I'm like, yes. So starting from Balenciaga, Balenciaga, Crime and Questions. I'm like, yes. O'Shea kind of just threw. I don't like O'Shea as the ending.
Could you hit play on that one first?
On which one? Questions?
The O'Shea one.
Oh, that's one with.
Oh no, never mind. No, not that one. There was one I did. It was a piano sounding one, but I think just that one for the Aspa.
Yeah, but I also like it's not like
it wasn't done.
I listened to that and I was like, yes, please. I hope this is a sign that. Because I'm hearing less and less Amapiano in some of these like Afrobeat songs.
Very good.
So I'm like, it's great. I want to hear less and less of Amapiano, and I'm hoping that this is a sign.
No shade to Amapiano, but I think we as Nigerians,
all shade. We've dragged it.
We've dragged it way too
enough.
Yes.
This is one of the ones we can do. Go back.
Yes.
Go back to your country. Go back to South Africa. We've overstretched that 6 years. Like fucking dragging the shit out of one genre is too much. It's way too much. Give it back to them. We've had our fun. Yeah. It's time to get back to the basics.
This is the longest we've stayed on.
This is the longest we've used anybody's sound. Yeah. The Azonto sound we kind of did the 1.5 years. It was like 1.5 years, and then we kind of moved on. Some people still use here and there, but we weren't dependent. We used this shit as a crutch starting from 2020.
I blame the producers, bro. They're the ones that just kept. Well, to be fair, actually,
you do what
both of them.
You do what the artists.
The artists are like, I'm a artist, I'll try. Let's do it.
That's what you
drag that shit, bro.
It's just one of those things. I know the last episode too. I was also speculating about the girl group that I thought Mavens would
pick up.
Yeah, but then they actually came out with a single. But not under Maven. So I'm still not sure what that Maven AI video with the 4 girls was about. I don't know if Mavin is coming in at any point, or maybe Mavin is still working on his own girl group. But the girl group I was talking about, they dropped a single. Name is MYST, MYST, and they dropped a song called Dynamite. And actually, funny enough, I was trying to figure out who the last member was, right? I was like, who's the Y in the group? And I found out who the Y is.
Who's the Y?
You.
You? Y-O-U.
Y-O-U.
Why?
When I heard the explanation, I was like, because one of them explained it.
Does it make sense?
Yeah, she was basically saying you, the fans and listeners, are part of our group. So it's like Mira, I forget the other two's names, but it's like S and C. So Mira, but you, the fans, are the second.
But does it tie into each other? So this, and then you. So you is a person in the group.
No, you is the audience.
So you is not
you guys.
There's 4 people, Abby. What is it?
No. It's 3 people.
3 people. Okay.
But in the name of the group is MYST, MYST.
Okay.
There is someone in there whose first stage name starts with an M. There's someone in there, Sucre, S. T. I forget what the T stands for. I'm so sorry if you're listening to this. So MST. That's the 3 members. The Y stands for you, the audience. You, our fans, are part of the group. You're the 4th member.
Okay.
I like that. I was like, oh, that's brilliant. That's different.
It's different. I won't say it's brilliant. I think it's different. I'm not even criticizing. I think
yeah.
I think it's very different.
It's very possible that last minute you're just like, okay, what can I use as a substitute? It's very possible, but I still like the fact that you kind of incorporate, you're able to explain it in that sense.
Because for me, it's like they're doing MST, but MST might not go what can we put inside there?
Right. What can we do? Why? What would the Y stand for?
You.
It's very possible, but it's still there's a worse explanation.
That's what it feels like to me. So that's what I'm like.
That's fair.
But
that's fair.
I could be wrong. Let's go.
See, me, I'm giving you guys credit for.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
I like the explanation. I thought it was cute. I'm like, oh.
I think it's cute.
I couldn't even hate on that.
I think it's cute.
I couldn't even criticize. I was like,
I think it's
hands up. Yes, your fans should be your 4th member.
I don't get in trouble with these girls. Let's because I felt more.
Before the Powerpuff Girls of Afrobeats.
If I keep talking, I keep thinking myself. Let's see what they can do. It's different. The background vocals is very nice. The ad-libs is very nice. I don't like it. I can hear I love Ayra in this as well too. I love Ayra influence. I wouldn't necessarily gravitate to this music in general.
What do you have against taking off like Dynamite? What's your problem?
What do you mean?
What's wrong with you?
About this group?
Why would you not?
I don't think.
Why wouldn't you be in the group?
I don't personally like. This is not how you. For me, it's a me thing, right? I don't care what other people are listening to. You know your audience, you know your own group. Give them what they want. But to me personally, if it's an intro to your group, with what we have in Nigeria, for me, this is not my niche. So already, I like the way it sounds. I would always appreciate a good music, good vocals, good production in there. I always appreciate it. But in terms of what I listen to, this doesn't know what I listen to. All right, just in general. So that's why I'm it's not for me. But if this is their first song and this is this is the theme of it, good on you guys. You probably have a niche audience as well too. Okay. And yes, but if this is not really what you guys you're doing, and you make other kind of, I don't think it's a good introduction to your group. If you make a different kind of sound, at least personally, I think you guys did good on the track. The track was very good.
Okay.
Track was very good.
I initially I was expecting like something more polished, with a lot of like financial backing. So I thought when they pop out, it would be like a crazy music video, like something. But what I'm seeing instead is like people are just trying to figure it out. It seems. So I'm like, okay, so I kind of took a step back because I was like expecting, because when I think about the first like Nigerian girl group in like 15, almost 20 years, I'm thinking, okay, this is about to be huge. And I'm not saying that this is small. Do you get what I'm saying? Like when you think about the context, I was kind of like, okay, maybe.
I already told you about lowering your experience.
Yeah.
You have
No,
very high...
it was especially because of the Maven video. I thought they were going to be Maven artists. Okay. So it turns out that they are not. And these are girls who are trying to just figure it out. You can hear from production when you look at the video visualizers that they do, you see like the choreography is very much like secondary school social member-esque. So I mean,
wait, are you gonna rate that? Are you gonna rate the?
I don't want to, based on the fact that it's not what I.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm going to give them. Give me an EP or something, and then I'll come back and.
It's not.
I want to hear more. I haven't heard enough.
Okay.
So because it's not that polished, not everything I thought it was going to be. I'm like, okay, there's space for you to grow. There is an advantage to that, which means you've not set the bar too high.
Yes.
Right. So there's like a lot of room for improvement. So we'll be here and we're rooting for you guys. We hope it works out. The initiative to do that in an industry that doesn't necessarily favor women the same way it does men. Big ups to their manager, anybody on their team who's helping them out with this shit. You already know what time it is. It is time for
Put You On
segment. Do you have anything to put us on to today, Wande?
Well, if you live in the city and you're watching something, I talked to some of you guys already. Send me whatever so I can put people on here too. Send me your best shit. Don't send me some shit because
you're no longer gatekeeping.
I'm gatekeeping my own songs, like my own thing that I know. I don't like putting people on.
That's fucked up, brother.
It's life, bro. I want them to struggle.
That's crazy.
Because if they blow, they start making some bullshit.
So you sound like the guys in the comments.
We have someone that we know that did that they blew and they said make some bullshit, so we don't want them to blow.
All right, cool.
I need to stay where they are.
So I have a song here. This one is unreleased. I might get in trouble for this one. So it's by a female artist. She's been on the low for quite some time. I don't know if she's taking a break. She's trying to figure out a lot of things musically with her career and stuff. This song has been sitting for a long time, so I'm just going to play it anyway because I was seeing an agenda somewhere that someone was saying like Nigerian female artists don't make very good music. I beg to differ. Maybe they don't make it at the volume that the guys do. I
will play it first because my face is not gonna. If she is trash, my face is not gonna hide. If
I've never played trash here, so I'm very confident.
I like that. Let's go now.
This is "Boys Will Be Boys."
Boys Will Be
by Rebel.
Okay, I'm really eating already. Boys Will Be Boys. Oh wow. Oh. Yeah, at the very night. Okay.
I got your new bunny to your friends out there in the light now. Busy, I follow your be. You only want me when she far from home. You only call me when she knows that's why I ring my phone.
Oh wow. I like her voice.
She does street, she day with another man. You want me when she day with another man. You do me bad. You know you do me strong. She does street, she day with another man. You want me when she day with another man. You do me bad. You know you do me strong. Boys go be boys. Then tell me boys go be boys. Boys go be boys. Then tell me boys go be boys.
I think this is a very. Let's not play too much. I think you can tell the song is clearly not finished. Let's not play on this part. I think you can tell that this is a very very girl song at least.
Yeah.
So this is for the ladies. She has very strong vocals. I can tell the song is still in production. So
right, this is again, it's not complete. It's not mixed and mastered. And
very nice. I love her vocals.
Rebel, listen, I'm looking forward to you coming back. I don't know what's stopping you right now, but I'm looking forward to you stepping back on the scene. If you guys are fucking with this song in the comments, tag her and tell her like, yo, pop out, drop the song.
Drop it, yeah. Finish it up and drop it.
Next up, this one is Mock Shots by Dafe.
It's a very good song. Okay. I like the song, yeah. The song is very full. It's very rich. Yeah. So this song would do good. If this song should be in a lot of DJs rotation for like, it's very good vibe music. Like I love this kind of songs. It's kind of a
shout out. We have
sound.
Do we have room for like two more? I can go 2 more and then so we'll wrap it up. This one next up is Papilo by MJ. Alright, let's go. Wait. Alright. Next up, Papilo by MJ.
Who's Papilo? Have you played this song before?
No, I don't think so.
I like the background too. I like the. I like that too. Yeah, that's very good.
You really get many things with the border man. Sometimes overthinking, we talk about man, big island. Everybody get all out when they ginger them, some so by them. And some get the palava who we go finish them.
I like the vibes. Yeah. It's very island vibe. Well, no, an Afro beats, like an Afro island. I can't explain it.
Right.
Okay. I think that's bad. Oh, that's a nice. Okay, I don't think that's bad. We'll probably listen to this properly. We'll probably do on the audio one.
All right, and last but not least, this one is Sinner by Ivor Rivers, and then we'll wrap it up. Smooth vibe.
Oh, I'll just say 100%. Like all of what you've been playing, like over the producers have been doing really good job.
Good, Shout out to producers, man.
And then the artists as well too. They understood. That criticism, like, are you fire on this song? For me, it's key. And they've dominated already. So yeah.
See that.
Yeah, exactly. That's what us. You want to see the sign? That's what you do.
Right.
You have to bounce
like,
it out.
Like,
don't leave the beat alone. Like, not be touching the beat too. That part has to grow me.
Yeah,
I understand.
It's smooth.
That's why Wande and Olamide were my two, because when it comes to that beat and assignments, they understand it.
With that, we wrap up another dope episode of Underground Unreleased. If you're not already doing this, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok at Unreleased NG,
appears on the screen.
NG. Yeah, with you somewhere over there. Unreleased NG. We'll catch you guys on the next one. All right, stay with us. We will not ghost you like last month.
We're not gonna ghost you. Got you guys.
Amen. Catch you on the next
Akara
one.
is selling already. Akara is selling.
It's booming.